Hey Underdogs, welcome back to Underdogs Rise. Have you ever stood in a room full of people and still felt completely alone? Not physically alone, not isolated, not abandoned, but emotionally unseen. Like you're surrounded by voices, laughter, conversation, connection, yet somehow there's a quiet emptiness inside of you that whispers, I don't belong here. No one really sees me. If they truly knew me, would they still choose me? If you have ever felt like that, this episode is for you. Welcome back to Underdogs Rise, the place where we rise by becoming who we're always meant to be, and we do that together. Today I'm going to be talking about something deeply human, as I have often felt the same feeling that I have just spoken about, all of them, all of the above. I've felt them all, and I've lived in it. Being alone in a crowd and learning how to build a circle of people who see greatness in you, sometimes before you see it within yourself. It's out there. Those people are out there. Because belonging isn't just about being surrounded. It's about being understood. I think one of the hardest truths in life is you can deeply connect socially, and deeply disconnected spiritually. You can have friends, followers, colleagues, family, and still feel like no one truly knows your heart. Why? Because many relationships are built on the surface. Surface conversations, surface identities, and surface expectations. How's work? What are your plans? How are you? I'm fine. But beneath that is the soul asking deeper questions. Can I be myself here? Can I speak honestly here? Will I be accepted here? Do I matter here? And if the answer feels like no, loneliness enters. Not because you're broken, but because your soul is hungry for real connection, for depth, for belonging, and for truth. Here's something powerful. And this is something that has taken me a long time to figure out. Belonging doesn't begin when others accept you. It begins when you accept yourself. When you stop shrinking to fit into spaces that you were never designed. And that was never designed for your spirit and for your heart. When you stop wearing masks just to be liked. When you stop performing and start living honestly. That is where belonging begins. Because the more authentic you become, the more you simply attract more authentic people into your life. Your people, your tribe. Not perfect people. Not people who always agree with you. But people who look at you and say, I see something powerful in you. I believe in you. Keep going. You're becoming who you're meant to be. Now that kind of friendship is rare and changes lives. Your circle matters. Energy transfers. Mindsets transfer. And beliefs transfer. If you spend your time with people who consistently doubt, complain, gossip and stay small, smallness starts to feel normal. But when you spend time with people who think bigger, love deeper and challenge you gently towards your higher self, you rise. Because your friend group becomes a mirror, reflecting back those parts of you forgot even existed. Your strength, your wisdom, your creativity, your compassion, your leadership, your vision and your potential. There are moments in your life when others will see light in you. While you are still standing in darkness. And that's why community matters. That's why belonging matters. And that's why finding your people matters. But here's the challenge. Before asking, where are my people? Ask, am I becoming one of those people? Am I the friend who listens deeply? Am I the friend who encourages? Am I the friend who celebrates others? Am I the friend who sees greatness in people before they see it within themselves? Because beautiful friendships aren't found by accident. They are built through honesty, loyalty, presence and love. Be someone safe. Be someone real. Be someone grounded. Be someone who reminds others who they are. And watch what life sends back to you. Sometimes feeling lonely isn't punishment. It's preparation. Life pulls you away from the shallow places so you can discover deeper ones. It removes noisy rooms so you can hear your own voice again. It creates distance so you stop chasing belonging in places where you were only tolerated and not valued. Sometimes isolation is sacred because in solitude you reconnect with yourself. And when you reconnect with yourself, you stop begging for acceptance and you start choosing alignment. You stop asking, do they like me? And you start asking, do I like myself when I'm around them? And that changes everything. If today you feel alone in a crowd, hear this. There are people in this world who will understand your heart. People who will celebrate your growth. People who will challenge you with love. People who will remind you of your worth. And people who see more in you than you currently see in yourself. But first, see yourself, value yourself, trust yourself, become yourself. Because belonging is not about fitting in. It's about finding where your soul can breathe. Breathe. And when you find that, you won't just feel connected. You'll feel like home. Within yourself. Within others. And within life. Remember, you were never meant to walk alone. You were meant to walk with people who reminded you of who you really are. Underdogs rise. And we rise together.